So this lesson is from Abeka's Pre-Algebra, page 123. And today we're just going to go back and review this lesson on page 123 that you done the last time. All you're doing here is you're multiplying the powers. Now it says do not solve the numeral coefficients. The 6 is your numeral coefficient. So it doesn't want you to actually times 6 times 6 times 6. It just wants you to add up the powers. And the thing to remember is anytime that you have a number or a letter that's by itself, such as this 6, this A, or this X, always add a 1. Okay, so this one here would look like this here. It would have been 6 to the 6th power. Now when you go in to put this online into the test mods, you're not going to have an option to make this 6 raised. So to put it in to show that it's raised, this is how you would put it, okay? And this little symbol here means that we're raising it, and to do that you just push down the shift key and the 6, and that'll make this raised symbol. Okay, so this is number 5, x to the 3rd power, x, and then x to the 2nd power. And on this one, you would come out again, x to the 6th power, because you have 3, 1, and 2, add them together, that makes 6. Okay, over here, ax to the 2nd power, ax and a. And we come up with a to the 3rd power because we have 3 a's. And then x to the 3rd power because this x here has a 2. So this would be 2 and then 1. So we have x to the 3. And again, this is the way you're going to input it with your little raised symbol using the shift and the x. 6, I mean. Okay, and this one here, 5x2 times x3 times x4. You're going to come up with 5 times x to the 9th power, because 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 2 makes 9. This is the sharpening skills section on page 123, and this is just a review of what you have done in the past. So the first question is asking to evaluate if x is 3, y is 4, and z is 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to input those numbers in. So here the 3 goes in for the x, the 4 goes in for the y, so we have 3 squared times 4. And then solve, remember your order of operations, you always do powers first, and parentheses. So 3 squared is 9, 9 times 4, and then that gives you 36 would be your answer. So that's how you'll do problems 1 through 6. Okay, so for problems 7 through 12, it's asking you to simplify these polynomials. Now, the thing about simplifying these polynomials is here what you have to pay attention to, and this is opposite of what you've done at the top of the page, because when you multiply powers, you're going to add these exponents together. But anytime that it's adding or subtracting these polynomials, and that's the main thing, really the only confusing thing about this is just keeping in mind of doing the difference between addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. So whenever you're doing these problems, if it's got add and subtract, remember you find the like terms. So x2 and xy are not like terms. 3xy and 2xy are like terms. 4y2 and 2y2 are like terms. So because this is addition and subtraction, we're not going to add or combine these powers. We're just going to combine the numbers. So we come up with 7x squared, and then 3xy plus 2xy, we get 5xy, and then 4 squared, 4y squared, take away 2y squared gives us 2y squared. So again, just remember this is different than what you've done at the top because it's adding and subtracting, and you're looking for like terms. That's the main thing you have to kind of get in your head is if it's adding and subtracting, I look for like terms. I don't combine the powers. Okay, and here this is an extra problem I've put on here. It's not on your paper. Up here they kind of have your like terms grouped together down here, and as you go through the rest of the book, it'll kind of mix it up on you like this. So here you see here's a 3xy and over here's a 2xy, so they're not actually grouped together like they are up here, but you're still going to do the same thing because it's add. So like I said, be very careful when you're doing these that you pay attention to your sign. So here I just took the 3xy and the 2xy and I grouped them together, and then the 4y squared and the y squared, and then I had the x squared left over. So this is what the answer would look like: 5y xy plus 5y squared plus x squared.